Hey, I'm Jay, and I've got something to say about Reaper Bone 6 Denizens of the Dungeon. Okay, so we're going to go big to small. First, we got this big monster slug of translucent plastic. I don't even know if I'm going to paint this guy. I mean, he's pretty dark and, I don't know what I'd pick out. Maybe, I guess, some dry brush white on his teeth or something. Not that I don't know why a slug would have teeth, but there's some eyeballs, black on his eyeballs. But that's pretty cool. Solid. So that's interesting. Well, maybe not solid. It looks like these might be glue points. So maybe it's a pre-assembled hollow guy. Interesting. This crawfish coming out of the water here. This is the effect it's supposed to have, but I gotta boil him. This isn't wide enough. I can't get, I don't know if you can see that. I can't get that pushed together, so I'm gonna have to boil the top to make it real flexy. Get it hot and squishy. An Odiug. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. This guy I did assemble. This both of these tentacles, all three legs were separate pieces. This one, this eyeball in the back was attached, but this is otherwise known as a filth beast, and that's a perfect size base. So compared to a humanoid, like that's perfect size. That's really good. Same thing with these wyverns. I did assemble them, but let's see here. You can see if I put the claws where they're supposed to be, the tail doesn't quite sync up where it needs to go. So I need to melt that, boil it, so I can push that tail there. But again, these guys are massive. And there's two wyverns. See if I can figure out which way he goes. I guess this other one doesn't actually need boiled because, yeah, maybe a little bit. He still needs boiled a little bit because that meat goes in there. So two wyverns, different poses, really big. I should have grabbed the one from previous. Maybe I'll go do that. So here's the wyvern from a previous Kickstarter. So they're just slightly bigger, but very similar style. Maybe a little more detail on these guys, a little more like spiky, where this guy's a little more scaly. I guess there's something weird on the top of his hands there. I wonder if I'm missing a bit. Yeah, because see, he's got some stuff. He got some stuff here. So I almost wonder if I'm missing a little addition to his claws. Or maybe it's just a molding thing. But yeah. It's a little bit bigger wingspan, but definitely compatible styles there. You can even see their similar poses. One I forgot about. This is one I'm probably the most excited about. Is this mind flayer, like floating on something, or that's the back of his cape. They just don't have a lot of Bathalion not mind flayers that aren't like holding a staff. They have a lot of similar ones, so that's cool. They have some skeletal dogs that go with the skeletal houndmaster from the core set. A hyenodon, which is bigger than a hyena, to go with the gnolls, which I didn't pick up. A giant lizard with a big flappy gullet. pair of troglodytes. Whoops. What did I drop? Have to find that later. A pair of troglodytes, which are a little more aquatic than the WizKids troglodytes. Like, these could pass for Sahuagin, which are the like sea devils, because they have like these kelpy tails. I need more of these. We got the Orcs of the Ragged Wound, which I didn't think I was gonna like these. I don't generally like Reaper orcs because they're too big and cartoony. But these guys are actually really in scale. I only have the Bathalion here. These guys are actually really in scale. They're not oversized at all. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll keep them or not. Like, I definitely need the crossbow guy. Like, I have a lot of orcs, so I don't know if I need them, but they're better than I was expecting. These guys are called Norkers. So they're like little gremlins. They're not goblins. They're like little gremlins, and there's one riding a wild boar. For some reason, I thought we were going to get 2 riders, but I went back and looked, and this is right. So there's a Norker on a porker. As I drop everything. So there's my Norkers. There's a translucent flame skull. I don't know if you can see the skull there. I thought it was a water weird when I pulled it out, but then I went and looked back. I might paint it up as well. There's some skeleton stuff there too. So this is a flame skull. I'm a little surprised it's regular old clear. A pair of trolls. These don't really go with my D&D style like WizKids trolls. So again, Reaper has a very distinctive troll style, and these match, you know, the past 4 trolls they've released. Not my style. I do think they're cute. They don't match any of the trolls I have. I like this little like fur happy trail, little fur patch down there, covering stuff up. And they got little butt cheeks. So I think those are cute, but they just don't match anything else I have. I don't have any Norkers. Well, I might have one like WizKids Norker, but that just looks like a Gremlock. So I don't really care about that too much. A Flump, which is hilarious. I thought this might have come in translucent. We got Graz the Yeti, who is a famous, not famous, but he's a very active member of the Reaper community, Graz. That's his handle on Discord and Twitch. So they named a Yeti after him, which is awesome. I think him and Steve Skellerman are the only guys that have that. There is a Minotaur, pretty grungy Minotaur. A Vargwell, which are hard to come by. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that right, but it's basically a little detached head with like neck entrails hanging out of it that flies around and sucks your blood at night. Gargoyle, which I don't really need, but it's really good sculpt. It's very nice. Very nice gargoyle. Would also work for a night demon. A giant spider and a little spider. Again, I have a lot of spiders, but more can't hurt. And that is Denizens of the Dungeon.